Hey everyone, how's it going? This is William from Slaterock Automation, and today I want to take you through a quick demo of our new AI software for SEO content management. And I know that's a big, long word, but basically, we launched this tool with the idea of helping people like yourself create and optimize their existing website to help acquire more traffic, yielding more leads and more sales for your business. Um, this tool as a whole has a lot of built-in features, as you can see here already on the dashboard, to help you in your process of creating and optimizing content that's designed to rank in search results. It doesn't matter what anybody else tells you about the style of content, the type of content. Yes, the content should be written for humans. It should be easy to understand, and it should be designed to engage with users. Those things are all true. But if your content isn't written with the intent of ranking in search results, you're going to have a really hard time outranking those who are optimizing for search results. And so that's where our tool comes into play here. It gives you the power to create the type of content that is truly designed to acquire traffic, which again will yield more visitors, more sales to your business. Without that, there's really no reason to have a website unless you're just looking for a billboard for people to find you at when they drive to your billboard directly because you know you're there. That's the big difference, right? So, to dive into our tool, this is what the dashboard looks like. And you could see that we have a few different charts, and this is actually one of our customer accounts. And they've been on for a few months now, and don't think they've been too active, but that's all right. So you could see here that we have organic traffic, we have referring domains, average load time, and ranked keywords. Our traffic trend, our related keywords trend, potential keywords that we should be trying to rank for. We have our competitor analysis, and you could add those competitors here. And you also have your content pipeline. Now, this is the most important part of the tool, is enabling autopilot to make sure that your site and its content creation is on autopilot using our software. That's the biggest benefit we can provide here. So, what that means is um, the tool itself is using all of the data that you input into the system, which I'll show you in a moment in the settings tab, to create a content plan and then execute on that content plan. Now, I'm sure you've already heard this, but this is exactly what we do in our monthly management plans. It's just a lot more expensive to have us do it because our entire team is dedicated towards managing that type of program versus you having the tools and the systems to run it yourself. And that's what we have here. So, to dive in, this again is the dashboard. And if you come on down to the content tab, you'll see there's two different breakdowns here or subfolders. You have the board and you have calendar. So I'm going to open up the board now. This sometimes does take a moment or two. And what's really cool with the board is you have a few different things here. One, you have all of the tiles of your current articles that may be in draft or ready for review or planned or published. It's all going to be here. You also have the option to find additional content ideas and add new uh, projects or articles. If you have them written somewhere else, you want to bring them in here to optimize. That's great. Let's say, for example, you like to just use Notion or Google Docs or Word, right? You can type up your entire blog in there, whatever you want to write, and then import it into our system to actually take everything you've written and now compare it to search results and maybe tweak things a little bit to make sure that you're actually optimizing for the keyword that you're trying to rank for. So if you open up this tab here, let's choose one of these articles. Now, these were all created on autopilot using the autopilot feature, which is enabled for you automatically. So let's load up one of these articles. You can see what the editor looks like because it's really, really cool. Again, to take a step back, this tool is designed to help you rank your articles in search results. So it's going to give you all of the information that it thinks you need to rank for that particular keyword that you're trying to acquire traffic from. And you could see that target keyword right here, first thing in the tool. And it says, what keyword are you targeting for this article? Leads in sales. Now, that's probably not a great keyword, but it's there. So next, you have the semantic keywords. These are keywords or phrases that are related to your pillar keyword or the main keyword in your article here. And you also have the title section, so you can have the title here. It's pre-written for you. You can customize it yourself, of course, if you'd like. Um, and as you come down, there's a few different options here. So you have generate using AI or freestyle writing. You have the format that you would like the AI to write in. You have additional prompts if you'd like to tell the AI to do a certain thing or act a certain way. You can do that here. And you also have the different stages of content. You have the get started stage, you have the outline, and you have a full draft. Now, here we're looking at the full draft. Everything that you need to take and publish on your site is already here for you. You even have quotes, you have full title tags like the H1, H2, another H2, and H3 here, all the bullet points underneath. It writes out the entire article in the proper structure for you automatically. Now, I do recommend coming in and double checking. I would not recommend just taking this entire thing, copy and pasting, put it on your site and clicking publish. There's a few reasons for that. One, AI is not always 100%, and you can see that here, right? There is a double H2 tag. So I am going to remove this, which is fine. But the other reason is you do want to come in here and add some additional uh, points that are a little bit more of a human element. And that will really help take your content and make it stand out among the crowd, right? This is a great article, as you can see, even just looking at the score that we have up here so far, 84 of 100. It's fantastic. But to really push this to the max and to as close as possible to that 100 score, you definitely want to add some more personal information or explanations, explain, things or, how this relates to you, right? And your experience with the topic that you're talking about. When you're done doing all of that, right, you'll check your scores up here again. You also have your internal links, so you can see what pages you're linking to internally. You should also have external links to sources where you're getting facts or information from. These should be sources like government websites or, let's say big industry leaders that, probably aren't your competitor, but they have really good information. They're trusted by Google. News websites are a great source as well. So you can link all of those things here. We'll have more videos on this in the future, but again, you'll see all of that here. Finally, you'll see the breakdown of all these different features, right? You have the H1 tag, you have H2 tags, you have total word count, you have keyword density, semantic keywords, links, and a featured image. You can generate the image here. I recommend either taking the image yourself if you have experience with the topic you're talking about, or maybe creating one with AI, which you can do here as well. But an image that you take yourself is always going to do better. It's a little bit more engaging. And yeah, anyway, this is kind of getting into a content overview here, but this is the breakdown of the content editor. It's the main driver of this tool, and it's what's going to help take your content to a whole nother level. Now, diving into some of the other tools that we have here, let's open up the panel. This is under the content tool. You also have a calendar to help you schedule content, so you can see that. I'll skip over that now. If you come into keywords, this is an area where you can add or find additional keywords related to your business. So let's say here that you wanted to find additional keywords. This company is a AI software company. So let's just say that they want to rank for something like AI agent. This will be a common theme you'll see throughout some of the audits and other tools in here. But when you type in AI agent, you can see that there's some additional keywords that come up here. Now, they're not all going to be perfect, right? And there's many different areas that we're pulling this data from. But you can see that there's actually some really interesting keywords here. So something like virtual agents in AI. It's a perfectly related to AI agent. And you can see here that this virtual agents in AI has about 20 monthly searches, which is a pretty healthy amount. The keyword difficulty is an 8, which is very low. And you can now add this to your list, right? I think this is a great one. Let's add it to the list. And we can continue to use that keyword. Now, when you add it to your list manually, you'll see the AI autopilot system here will now start to pick up that you want to try and rank for that keyword as well. And it's going to include it in your content that it generates for you automatically. It's incredible. Um, let's see what else. We have artificial intelligence agent. It's the same thing, right? AI agent. It's just a long form version. Let's analyze this. Oops. Looks like there may be an issue here. One second. Try that one more time. Artificial intelligence agent. Huh. Okay. We might have to fix that up. No worries. Huh. We'll take a look at that. Anyway, let's move along here. You can see, right, you have the keywords. So let's move along to audits. We do have a few different audit tools, and I actually just ran one for them on their behalf. And so let's take a look at this. CloseGPT is a competitor to AI Sales Rocket. And you can see that for this particular keyword, AI employees, there's the tool is taking information from another competitor website and comparing it to yours. It's also comparing other sites that are targeting that same exact keyword. You could see their overall SEO score or topical authority score, domain authority. Everyone calls it something different, but you could see all that there. You could see the keyword variations that are being used, how frequently they're being used, and a whole lot of information here. You could also see some resources that have broken links. This is a great opportunity for backlinks. Again, we'll get into this in another video to deep dive into content optimization. But all of this information is available here to you, and you can make as many audits as you want, depending on how many keywords you're looking to monitor or how many competitors you're looking to monitor. If you come down to the Analyze tab here, you have a few different tools in here as well. Reverse Engineer is really cool for taking an article that's already ranking, right? So let's say you type in AI agent, you take the number one ranked article, pop it into the reverse analysis tool here by adding it, and you'll see that you'll be able to see that the difference between your current article that may be ranking if you've already posted it and the number one ranking article, and what are the main differences there. You have keyword in URL, keyword in title, description, H tags. Now, this is a huge problem. You'll notice that most of the pages that are ranking number one or at least highly top three, you always want to have one H tag. Again, content optimization, it's another video, but you could see all of these very common errors right here in the reverse engineer. You also have ranked keywords. This is a whole nother report. Again, you could dive into a little bit further, but you'll be able to see what keywords are ranking. You can track it by adding it to track, view reports, or view the exact page. You have on-page fixes as well. So this will help you identify issues that are currently on your site. Now, if you're looking at this tool after you've already done a technical SEO setup with us, then this is already complete. You should have no issues or errors here. If you are seeing something, let us know. It could be a discrepancy within the tool. Maybe some of the changes that we've published haven't gone live yet, depending how fast the transition is. Or this could be identifying something new. Maybe somebody, you or your team, changed the site after we completed it. Either way, we're happy to help. Let us know if you're seeing issues here, and we'll make some changes for you. Next tab, we have pages. So this is just going to go through some of the pages on your site right now. If you have a landing page like this website, you're probably only going to see one or two pages here. If you have a big website with lots of products and services, you're going to see a lot more. Content gap tool. This is super cool. You can dive in here, add a bunch of different competitors. find the content gap. What it's going to do is look at keywords that they have, that the other competitors have, find what overlaps and where there's opportunities where maybe only one competitor is taking all the traffic for that keyword. What you can do then is take that keyword, add it to your keyword list, and then create content on that keyword right inside the tool, fully optimized using the content writer. It's fantastic. The last part here is settings. This is arguably the most important section of your entire system. The reason why is every time that you use one of these tools, it's pulling information from your. So you want to make sure that this information is accurate, up to date, and really describes what you're looking to do, your business, and all that, good stuff. You have your description, you have your target audience, your brand voice, your copywriting style. So you can even give the tool some styles that you like. Maybe some of you are big Neil Patel fans, right? You like those really short one sentence lines in the blog. Give it to the system. The system will reproduce it for you in your content, which could really help your articles get a little bit more engagement. I don't want to say rank, but a little bit more engagement, which will ultimately yield to better rankings down the road. So this is a quick overview of our tool, of our system. I highly, highly recommend it. It's something we put a lot of time and effort into. And I'll tell you why. Before I go, I'll tell you why. The reason we did this is because we knew that there were tons of you out there that were having trouble ranking your articles, right? We go through the process when we talk about a technical SEO. It's the first step to get started when ranking your website. If search engines can't understand where your site, what your site is about, and you don't have that rock solid foundation, it's going to be really hard to just take content and layer it on top, right? It's like trying to build a house on a pile of gravel. It's never going to work. You need that rock solid concrete that is ready to be built on. And that's what our technical SEO setup does. Now, here using this tool, or in general, right, the way to build the house is by actually writing content that's designed to rank in search results. And so if you're not working with us on a management plan each month, which is totally fine, we wanted to have the option to give you the resources to create the best content possible. And that's exactly what we did here. So if you have any questions, concerns, need help with this, or want to just go through a quick setup, let us know. You can visit our website, click contact us, book a meeting, and we'll work with you to get everything set up and make sure that you're good to go, and that your articles are ranking. Also, join our online community, Automation Nation. Again, Autopilot, Slaterock Automation, Automation Nation. Our goal is to make this stuff as easy as possible for you and automate as much of the process as possible while still having the human element in the middle, right? Because that's where we all make connections. That's how we engage with one another. That's how we close new business. And so automating as much of the stuff around that as possible is great. But you always need that human element. And we give that option to you in the content writer itself. It's super important. Look out for another video in the future about content optimization using our tool, because I'm happy to make that and share it with you as well. But you could also join in our weekly calls in Automation Nation in one of the voice rooms. Happy to answer any questions you have there. I'll see you inside.